So who is going to win the 2022 2020 Cricket World Cup is what we're going to talk about in this video. So I'm going to go by the usual method. I'm going to eliminate all the the teams which don't have any chances, and then we'll focus on those top 3 teams which do have any chance to win. And then finally, I'm going to also look at the most favored team to win the tournament. So the teams that I'm going to eliminate, I don't think there is going to be some sort of a surprise. You're not going to have suddenly an Afghanistan going to win the tournament, or maybe a Zimbabwe doing it. So let's eliminate all of those usual teams who are just going to be forming a part of the tournament, but then they're not going to win. So no surprises there. So I'm going to now talk about the top teams, the major teams who do not have a chance to win the tournament. Okay, let's start with Sri Lanka, why? Okay, Sri Lanka is a major team. Yes, they definitely they're not as big forces as they were earlier, but then they still are a very formidable team. And let's not forget the fact that they just won the Asia Cup. Okay, Asia Cup is not the same as 2020, but then still it's a very formidable team, especially under the new captain Shanaka Dasunka. Okay, yeah, Dashun Shanaka. Okay, whatever. Yeah, so he does have a good chart. And they do have a coach who also is born on a very, very good day. And can they repeat it? Can they really do something really fabulous by following it up with a fantastic 2020 tournament? No, I don't think so. Shanaka was born in 1991, and a 1991 captain cannot be winning it this time. So I would eliminate Sri Lanka from winning this tournament. The next team that I'm going to eliminate is going to be Pakistan. Yeah, Pakistan, yes. That is a big team. And saying that Pakistan will not win this tournament really requires a lot of, consideration, because Pakistan has been playing very, very well off late. And under Babar Azam, they have become a formidable team. It's a fabulous team right from the top, where they have a superpower. It's an explosive top to some of the best bowlers in the world. But still, I'm going to say that they are not going to win the tournament. Okay, why? Okay, the first thing is that you can never be sure about the birth dates of the Pakistani team, because, you have a Shahid Afridi who was 18 and you always remain 18. So, okay, just joking, but, most of the Indian subcontinent players, it's not just about Pakistan, but even Bangladesh and Indian players, you cannot be very, very sure about their date of birth. And I'm also not very, very sure about Babar Azam's date of birth. Whatever he is, he's supposedly born in 1994, but I have a feeling that, he could be born even in 92 or maybe 91. And I don't think that, somebody who's born beyond 1991, 92 is going to win this tournament. So I would eliminate Babar. And one more the reason why I'm also excluding Pakistan from winning, despite the fact that they are a very good team, is that Saqlain Mushtaq is their coach, and Saqlain Mushtaq doesn't have it in him to win a major tournament. So I think that they are also not going to win this time. So the next team which I'm going to eliminate from this whole lineup is South Africa. Okay, now South Africa, some people who follow my form of astrology would say that they have a captain, Tembu Bauma, who was born in 1990, and he is supposedly has a good chart. And people who follow this astrology will know that his Pluto is strong, his horoscope also otherwise looks strong. But why am I saying that they wouldn't be able to win? The simple reason is because the coach, okay, they have a coach who is Mark Boucher, and Mark Boucher doesn't, he's born in 1976, and his chart is not very, very strong enough to win a major tournament like, World Cup. Okay. Now, I'm going to go to the next team, which I think is a very strong team. People would feel that this is a fabulous team, but I think that this team has got no chance to win the 2020 World Cup this time, and that is West Indies. Yes, West Indies is a superpower. We can never eliminate them, because they have won, out of the last 3 World Cups, they have won 2. Okay, so which is like a big thing. Okay, out of the last 4, whatever. So, and eliminating such a huge team is really, really a big task. But then I thought that they can't win it this time. The reasons are the same, because one is their captain Nicholas Puran is, very young. He's 95 born. He still has a long way to go before he can win a World Cup. And besides, their coach Phil Simmons has already won a tournament, so I don't think that he's going to repeat the same. Okay, so now that's about the top teams which I feel that have no chance to win this tournament. Okay, so now we are going to go into the top three teams which I feel has any chance to win this. Okay, now now not top three. I'm going to go into the top four. I'm going to eliminate this fourth team also. I don't think this fourth team also has any chance to win, and that team is okay. Now we are left with four teams. Now let me tell you the four names: New Zealand, England, Australia, and India. So out of these four teams, which team has got the least chance to win the tournament? Okay, let me tell you the name, and that country I think is going to be New Zealand. Okay. So New Zealand has got very little chance to win this time simply because Kane Williamson has won ICC tournament recently, and also looking at the fact that Gary Stead was the coach at that point of time, and Gary Stead, he's born in 72 and he has got a chart which is very similar to the other coaches who are there in fray. And they haven't won an ICC tournament yet. Okay, so that is the reason why I would say that Gary Stead has got lesser chances. So they can, of course, they can come back. I mean, let's look at. We'll be looking at New Zealand in future also into the future ICC tournament. But as of now, I would say that New Zealand. I mean, they can punch above their weight. They've always done that in ICC tournaments. But I don't think that they are going to go all the way and win the tournament. I don't think so. Okay, so New Zealand also I am eliminating from the list. Now we are going to go into the top three. Okay, the top three teams which have any chance to win. I mean, I would say that the winner of the 2022 Twenty20 ICC World Cup is going to only come from these three teams. One is England, the other one is Australia, and the third one is India. So how am I going to arrange these top three? I'm going to go with the number three, and the number three is going to be England. Okay, England is a very, 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 very strong team. Okay, and if England goes on to win this World Cup, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, but why I'm giving them lesser chances that because now people who follow the form of astrology that I do will know that I talk about Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto being the top planets, and this time for people who were born in 86, 87, and for 1990, they are the captains. Those captains are the ones who have the highest chances to win the tournament. So, which simply means that just by being born in 1990, the captain of England team. Okay, he definitely has. I mean, I'm talking about Jose Butler. He definitely has the chart to win a World Cup. He has to. He has the chance of winning a World Cup. He can win an IPL. He can win more than one World Cup also. He has that kind of a chart. Okay, so can he win this 2020 tournament, this World Cup? Very high possibility that he can win it. Okay, now having said that. What I also have to see is that sometimes why I'm giving it the top chance, top three chances that you can't really say that a 1986 born would win, and then a 1987 born would win, and then a 1990 would born. There is no the logical progression doesn't go that way. You can actually have a 87 born winning or 86 born winning. The last time it was won by 86 born Australian captain. Okay. So he has won, and this time it can be a 1990, and then probably the next World Cup, the next World Cup is just 2 years away. I'm talking about the next 2020 World Cup is 2 years away, and probably you can have 86 born winning. Okay, you don't have to have this kind of a logical progression that it has to go like this. It can even jump the sequence. Okay, so in case of a jumping of a sequence, then I would say that England has a higher chance to win. Okay, now. If it doesn't jump the sequence, then I would say that, of course, then you are left with only two countries, and the top two countries who have the greatest chance, the highest chance to win the World Cup are Australia Okay, in my number 2 position, and of course the number 1 position goes to Rohit Sharma led India. Why number 2 to Australia? Okay, the reason is because they've just won the last 2020 World Cup. Okay, now the question is, does the captain, okay, and the coach, okay, do they have it in them to win another one? Okay, the coach last time was a different one. Okay, now in this time, Australia has a 1981 born Andrew McDonald as the coach. Okay, so that is the reason they have another chance to win the World Cup. And besides, of course, they have Aaron Finch, who has got a fabulous horoscope. He's born in '86, and mind you, Aaron Finch is not going to play the next World Cup. I mean, the 50 over World Cup, he's not going to be part of that. So, which means that the only major tournament that he's going to play is this one. Okay, we don't even know if he's going to be around for the next 2020 World Cup. Okay, so which means he definitely has it in him to win another time. So if he's going to win back-to-back 2020 World Cup, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Okay, and look at the team. I mean, this is like a fabulous team. There is no need to say anything. Okay, they lost badly against India in the recently concluded series, but then that is not an indicator. I mean, the major destroyer, okay, was not there. I'm talking about David Warner. Okay, it was not a full strength team, so they still can go and beat any other team in the tournament. Okay. Now, I'm going to talk about this one team, okay, and if you're an Indian, obviously you will be very excited, and I'm really very excited to say that, you know, this team, after many years, you know, in 2011, I was really excited about the Indian team under Dhoni, and now this time, in 2022, I'm really excited about this team, and the one and only Rohit Sharma, okay, and very importantly, it's not just one for Rohit Sharma. It's going to be like he's already won 5 IPLs, okay, as a captain. So the question is, does he have it in him to win another major tournament? Yeah, I mean, he has got a chart which is like extraordinary. I mean, it's like fabulous. It's out of the world. So definitely he has it in him to win another major tournament. So there is no question about that. So now, add to the fact that there is a Rahul Dravid, you know, who has got like a wow horoscope. And I'll tell you what, I've written this book, you know, I'm sure some of you would have read this book. This book is called 91 Predictions. And in this book, I've written 2 predictions. One of the predictions is about Rohit Sharma winning a World Cup. And another prediction is about Rahul Dravid winning a World Cup, okay, for India. And if this happens, if this tournament is won, then both these predictions will come true at one shot, okay. And this team, I'll tell you what, this team is like, wow. The only, I would say, somewhere if I feel there is one chink in the armor, I would say is Bhuvneshwar Kumar. I just hope that, I really never wish like this, but then, you know, for God's sake, for India's sake, you know, Bhuvneshwar Kumar he was not going to be part of the playing 11. And if somehow, if Mohammad Shami, okay, can play in his place. I mean, the rest of the team is all fabulous. I would say that the rest of the team looks really good. I really can't say who should be in the part of the playing 11, but no Mohammad, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, and if Shami plays instead of him, this is like a wow team. And I would say that I would place all my bets to say that India, after eons, after many years, many ages, I would say that has got a real good, astrologically very good chances to win the tournament. The reason simply because the captain Rohit Sharma has got Uranus in the deepest exaltation possible, and that is exalted in the 12th house, and 12th house is the house of foreign countries. Okay, now mind you, this tournament is going to happen in a foreign country. It's going to be in Australia, and then. When you remember that MS Dhoni, in 2021, I think, yeah, he won a IPL, okay, after making a comeback, and Neptune came into his 10th house. Neptune is a very important planet, and the Neptune has not given anything so far to Rohit Sharma. I mean, in the last 2-3 tournaments, he has been only losing, okay, and he has never won a major tournament for himself, which is an anomaly. You know, he's got a fabulous chart, and I think that, Rohit Sharma has been actually holding on to all his karmic quota, okay, only to probably win this tournament. You know, he not winning a tournament so far has always been making me very happy. You know, I've always been saying like, oh my god, this time he didn't win. Oh, that's very nice. This time he didn't win. That's very nice. So finally, I hope that Rohit Sharma has been, holding on to all his karmic quota just for the sake of India. And I wish, and I hope, and I truly believe, and if planets are to be believed in, because it's like a fabulous horoscope Rohit has got, and this is a fantastically astrologically balanced squad, a beautiful playing 11 and a beautiful playing 15, and I feel that India definitely has got the highest chances to win the 2022 ICC World Cup.